After Adam and his wife Eve left the Garden of Eden, they had two sons. First, they had Cain, who was a tiller of the ground. He was a farmer, and he grew things. And then they had Abel, who tended the flocks and took care of all sorts of different domesticated animals. In due course, Cain and his brother Abel brought an offering to the Lord. Cain brought some of the fruit of the ground that he had tilled, whereas Abel brought some of the firstlings of his flock. Not only just some of the firstlings, but the best of the best, in order to offer to the Lord. And the Lord smiled upon Abel and his offering. And when Cain saw this, he was very upset, and his face was downcast. And the Lord asked Cain, "Why are you so sad? If you do good, your sacrifice will be acceptable." This was sort of a way of saying that you didn't bring the best of what you had, you withheld the best for yourself, and you gave me what was left over. Whereas what Abel had done was bring the best of what he had to offer it to the Lord. And then the Lord warned Cain. He said, "Be careful. Sin is at your door, and its desire is for you. You must master it. You mustn't give in to it." Well, you know what happened. Cain told his brother Abel, "Hey, let's go into the fields over here." And Abel went with him. And there, Cain struck his brother and killed him. And it's implied that Abel's blood fell onto the ground and watered the ground on which it had fallen. Well, the Lord came to Cain sometime later and asked, "Where is your brother?" Cain said, "I don't know. Am I my brother's keeper?" Well, the Lord knew what had happened, and he said, "The very ground, the very soil with which you till and bring forth life, screams with the blood of your brother." And then the Lord laid upon a curse to Cain, saying that no longer would the ground bring forth its yield for Cain. He was cursed in this way. And it was so much that Cain cried out, "It's more that I could bear." Yet the curse stood, and the punishment stood. This was the first murder. Now, in this story, there's a lot here to unpack with simple things like trying to compare yourself with other people, or the jealousy or envy that we feel when somebody gets something that we don't, or we seem to work so hard for something and someone else gets it. Whatever it is, it's this idea of when the Lord asks Cain, "Where is your brother?" And his answer, "Am I my brother's keeper?" It's this line that really hits me in this day. We are our brother's keeper. Cain asks the question answers that question as if it's not his responsibility. Other people aren't my responsibility. Why should I know where he is? Well, that's how he acted. That his brother's life was not his responsibility, and his brother's life was something that was easily taken. Well, the Lord is trying to teach Cain and teach us all through this story that indeed we are our brother's keeper. We are the keeper of the people in the world. And we need to pay attention to their lives, what's going on with them, and try to help them as their brother's keeper. So this is what strikes me today with everything else going on in the world. Different stuff going on with the coronavirus still, or with the protests that have passed, or whatever else is coming, because it seems like in this year something else is coming. We need to pay attention to what's going on with our brothers and be reminded that we are our brothers and sisters' keeper. Amen.